the mighty Thor. Long before the world learned the meaning of thunder, before mountains were named and seas were feared, there lived a god whose footsteps shook the skies themselves. His name was Thor, son of Odin, protector of Asgard, and champion of gods and mortals alike. He was known across the 9 realms as the mighty Thor, not only for his strength, but for his courage, loyalty, and unbreakable spirit. Chapter 1, Son of the All-Father. Thor was born beneath roaring skies, lightning splitting the heavens as if the world itself announced his arrival. From a young age, his strength was unmatched. Where other gods trained for centuries, Thor mastered combat in decades. His laughter was as loud as thunder, and his temper as fierce as a storm. Yet Odin, the All-Father, watched his son with both pride and concern. Strength alone does not make a king, Odin often warned. Wisdom tempers power. Thor listened, but his heart burned with the desire to prove himself. When the dwarves of Nidavla forged Unbreakable, the enchanted hammer that could summon thunder and return to its wielder's hand, Odin gifted it to Thor. "Wield it wisely," Odin said. Thor gripped the hammer, lightning crackling around him. "I swear it, father." But fate had greater trials waiting. Chapter 2, The Shadow from Jotunheim. Far beyond Asgard lay Jotunheim, the frozen land of the giants. For centuries, an uneasy peace existed between gods and giants, guarded by trust and fear. That peace shattered one night. A raven arrived in Asgard bearing grim news. Skorvath the Frost King, an ancient giant of immeasurable power, had awakened. His army marched toward Midgard, the realm of humans. "If Skorvath reaches Midgard," Odin said gravely, "the world of men will freeze into eternal night." Thor stepped forward. "Then I will stop him." Odin studied his son. "This enemy is older than your hammer, Thor. You must not rush blindly." Thor clenched his fist. "I was born for this." And so, against Odin's quiet worry, Thor prepared for battle. Chapter 3, Journey to Midgard. Thor traveled with his loyal companions Loki, clever and sharp-tongued, and Sif, warrior and guardian of Asgard's honor. As they crossed the Bifrost, thunder rolled behind them. Midgard was already suffering. Crops lay frozen, rivers locked in ice, and fear filled the hearts of mortals. A young human boy named Eric approached Thor fearlessly. "Are you the thunder god?" the boy asked. Thor knelt before him. "I am." "Then please save us." Thor placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "I will." In that moment, Thor understood something deeper than glory. He fought not for fame, but for hope. Chapter 4, The First Battle. The frost giants attacked at dawn. Thor hurled Unbreakable into the sky, summoning a storm so fierce the mountains trembled. Lightning struck the battlefield, shattering giant armor and splitting the earth. Thor fought like a living tempest, every strike echoing with thunder. But Skorvath did not appear. Instead, a towering frost beast emerged, stronger than any giant Thor had faced. As Thor struck it down, ice magic surged from the ground, freezing his legs. For the first time in centuries, Thor felt pain, a real pain. Loki freed him with clever magic, but the message was clear. "This enemy is testing you," Sif said. "He wants to weaken you." Thor nodded. "Then I will grow stronger." Chapter 5, Trial of Humility. That night, Odin appeared to Thor in a vision. "You fight bravely," Odin said, "but your pride blinds you." Thor bowed his head. "I wanted to prove I was worthy." Odin's voice softened. "You are worthy when you fight for others, not yourself." When Thor awoke, Unbreakable felt heavier in his hand. Its enchantment responded to his heart. Thor realized that true power must be carried with humility. Chapter 6, The Fall of a God. Skorvath finally revealed himself at the edge of Midgard's frozen sea. His presence alone darkened the sky. "Thunder God," Skorvath boomed, "your storm ends here." Their clash shook the realms. Ice and lightning collided, freezing thunder itself. Skorvath struck Thor with ancient magic, shattering the ground and hurling him into the sea. Thor sank, armor heavy, strength fading. In the darkness, memories flooded his mind of his father's lessons, the boy's plea, the faces of those he swore to protect. Thor roared, summoning the last of his strength. Pilkroln returned to his hand. Lightning exploded beneath the ocean, and Thor rose. Chapter 7, The Return of Thunder. Thor stood taller than ever, lightning forming armor around him. This time, he did not fight with anger but with purpose. Each strike was measured. Each movement precise. He shattered Skorvath's crown of ice and drove Pilkroln into the giant's chest. With a thunderous cry, Skorvath fell, his magic dissolving into harmless snow. The eternal winter broke. Chapter 8, A Hero's Choice. Thor could have ended Skorvath forever, but he did not. "Return to Pilkrotunheim," Thor said, "and never threaten Midgard again." Skorvath, defeated and humbled, vanished into the storm. The humans cheered, but Thor felt no hunger for praise. He looked at Eric, now smiling in the sunlight. This, Thor thought, is victory. Chapter 9, Return to Asgard. Back in Asgard, Odin embraced his son. "You have learned what many gods never do," Odin said. "True strength is restraint." Thor placed Pilkroln at his side. "I will always protect the weak." From that day forward, Thor was not only known as the god of thunder but as the guardian of hope. Epilogue. The legend lives on. When storms roll across the sky and thunder shakes the earth, mortals still whisper his name. Not in fear but in trust. For they know the thunder does not come to destroy. It comes to protect. And somewhere beyond the clouds, the mighty Thor still stands, watcher hammer in hand, heart unyielding, spirit eternal. Moral of the story. True power is not found in strength alone, but in humility, courage, and the will to protect others.